Hello, Frugal Force. Once again, this is Captain Frugal reporting for duty. And today I want to discuss the back and forth between professionals in the industry, these SJWs, and attacking fans and repercussions, as well as the response to that. You know, as we all know, John Malin made a tweet. You probably all know it unless you're under a rock. If not, go check out a lot of videos on it. There's already enough made. You don't need me doing it too. Or, you know, he made a pretty innocent tweet, and the SJWs twisted it all around, and now he's like target number one for being called a Nazi. Which clearly these people have used the term Nazi so much it's lost all relevance, and they have no clue what it really means. You know, these SJWs don't realize that the very people they're fighting are all for equality. Absolutely. We want equality of possibility, not equality of outcomes. Outcomes are based on what you do and how you do it. So a lot of these times these people are like, oh, the money and all that, they leave out lots of income factors, especially women only make so much compared to a man, which is not true. They don't look at the jobs that are being done, the time in the field, as well as the way the survey was conducted is very inclusive and not right. You can't just grab a group and take an average. It's comparing apples and oranges, so it's vastly unfair. But anyway, the point is this: these are very hypocritical people in the comic book industry. These are the people, don't buy our books if you don't like it. We want you out of the industry and all this stuff. You know, but yet if we holler on the opposite side, we want somebody out because of SJW antics, all of a sudden, oh, it's wrong. Somebody wants somebody to get fired based on political view. But how come when somebody in their own industry has an opposing view, all of a sudden they want them out? They're complete and utter hypocrites. Shame on them. They're constantly finding now new targets. And I think what this is going on here is, you know, Ethan Van Sciver was a huge target, and he's proven himself to be an absolute gentleman, and they're not handling that very well. They're having a hard time attacking him when he's disproving them at every turn. So now some other people are starting to pop up with something less than 100% left ideologue theories. They're attacking them as well, which once again shows you how really inclusive they really are. Which is not. They're exclusive. They act like they want everybody. They act like they want equality. They're fine with it until you have a different thought, and then they are no longer for equality. You are not allowed to have your own thought. They want this to be an exclusive club, which is just the very problem. At the expense of their ideology, they are going to destroy their own business and their own livelihood. Think about it. A lot of them are Marxist, socialist ideologues, which goes against the very foundation of how they earn their living. They want to destroy their very foundation of what business they have. Not very smart. Now I want to segue into one other thing here too, and before I get into this, I just want to disclaimer I have respect for both parties. Okay, I have nothing against either one, and I would not say anything here that I would not say to their face, and that's the recent discussion with Douglas Ernst and Comicstorian. You know, I tend to side with Douglas Ernst on this side, but I can understand Comicstorian's view. They had a back and forth on Twitter, a kind one, and it pretty much is the Comicstorian is sort of sitting on the wayside and just watching while other people are being active in the industry voicing opinions, and he believes he should too. The problem I have with that is we have to remember too that Comicstorian, really his channel is his business. It's his livelihood. So he doesn't want to piss off a large group. So if he does take any kind of firm stand on something, he runs the risk of losing subscribers, as well as potential contacts in the industry in which he makes his business. Okay, so I'm giving him credit there for that. But I also think, you know, at a point when something is so important and it is your livelihood, at one point you do need to take a stand. Don't you want it to be better? Because the current rate it's been going, it's been bad and it's going down. Do you want to sit on the sidelines as your livelihood is going down the toilet? I don't think so. Sometimes you do have to take a stand, and that's where Douglas Ernst pops in there, and I agree with him wholeheartedly there. Once again, I understand from the business perspective of not wanting to aggravate your consumer base and get them mad. Just like I say with Marvel and things, they should keep the politics to themselves. I can see why he feels that way. But then again, from a person that wants to be an activist in saving the industry, I can see the other side as well. Why don't you want to do something to save the very industry that you are working in? It does create a catch-22, doesn't it? A conundrum. What do you do? Do you step it up and start speaking out against this SJW crappy behavior of artists and things in the industry? and have the potential risk of alienating yourself in the business and losing some of your fan base? Or do you step up and fight for what you believe in and to protect the industry that you have? It really is a challenging question. Let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts? What would you do if you were in his situation? Would you keep silent and just hope for the best? Or would you start taking a stand and calling people out? Alright, that's what I wanted to share today. Please be sure to hit like and subscribe and hit that notifications bell. I can't speak all of a sudden today. If you like this video, please also consider looking down at that link below in the info bar and helping us with our Patreon. A little frugal and I would approve it. Alright. And until next time, keep it frugal.